Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. Today, if you're starting up or own a small business, there's an organization that can help you achieve success. Let's check out the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. We'll see how the New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues. Let's meet Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design and see how teamwork leads to some very happy patients. But first, let's head over to GALLUP for a little history and a lot of great food.
If you're looking for a little adventure, or just to get out of town for a day, take the short drive to GALLUP, New Mexico, one of the Southwest's best-kept secrets. Located in the heart of Indian country and the Native American jewelry capital of the world, GALLUP has gorgeous scenic views, year-round fun events, and some really great places to eat.
We started this business 35 years ago, okay? Our first menu was our homemade chilies, our stuffed sopapillas and tortillas and beans and chili, and that's what started it. Everybody loves our chili rellenos because they're handmade, we're homemade, and we start from scratch. She's filling it now with cheese and the chili and wrapping it with our chili pepper. Now that we have our chilies ready, now she's going to batter them and we're going to put them in our frying pan. It's a beautiful relleno, and we're very proud of this relleno right here.
We've been coming to Gennaro's for over 30 years. And what keeps me coming back is just the food, and Gennaro's has the best.
People come here to socialize. We don't have Wi-Fi, we don't have computers, we don't have television screens, because we want the family to sit here and talk to each other and enjoy each other.
So everything is like in New Mexico, and it's the real thing.
Gennaro's, if you haven't been here, you're missing out, because this is one of the best places to eat in town.
Oh, I just love this guacamole. We come here for the salsa, for the guacamole. There's nothing like it here in GALLUP.
It's an addiction. You can't stop. It's a good kind of addiction. They're the best salsa in New Mexico.
I love that stuffed sopapilla.
I come here for the stuffed sopapilla, and every time I come, I usually order the same thing.
The most popular menu item we have is our stuffed sopapilla. It weighs typically about 1.5 to 2 pounds. It's stuffed with beans, meat, cheese, chili, guacamole, everything from scratch.
Our goal was to have homemade cooking, and we haven't changed a bit since we opened this business, and that's our goal right now, and it still is.
Well, I've been coming here to Gennaro's for 25 years. I like the food. I like the people who run the place. Waitresses and waiters are always great. Good service. I love the pozole and the menudo.
We're a little off the beaten path on the corner of 6th and Hill, but we're so worth finding.
People come here for the family atmosphere and to feel like they're at home, you know, like one big family. And they really like the way they're treated here, you know, so they feel comfortable. Yes, we're really proud of it. Really, really proud of it.
And in the center of GALLUP's Indian Jewelry District, you'll find a little slice of history and a whole lot of fun and some great food at the Cole Street Pub.
Cole Street Pub is your local downtown pub, public house. You just come in here and relax, have a beer, order some wings, maybe dinner, and kind of blow off your day, kind of just enjoy your night off.
The atmosphere is absolutely wonderful. The food is awesome. Kind of like Cheers. Everybody knows everybody, and it's just homey.
When we opened this place, we wanted to pay homage to GALLUP. We wanted to feature the working man who would come to a place like this 100 years ago. A lot of our guests, a lot of our visitors, they'll come once, they'll look around, they'll see the pictures, they'll see the decor, and they pop in again. They come back. A lot of people keep coming back because the consistency's there, the food's good, and the quality is always the same. It's good food.
I love Cole Street. It's my #1 spot to come in GALLUP. I come here for the atmosphere. It's awesome. Great food, and they always have killer beers on tap.
We do a lot of microbrews. We have stuff from Washington, stuff from California, stuff from Albuquerque, from Marble, from Colorado, Durango. 55 flavors of beer, and that is 24 more than Baskin-Robbins. With the menu, we don't take any shortcuts. Everything's homemade. We make our own chili, we make our own stew. Nothing's made before you order it. It comes out hot, it comes out fresh, and I think that's one of the reasons people come back. Every Saturday night we do have a crab boil. It's something we pour out on the table. As far as I know, we're the only place in Gallup you can get it, where there's butcher paper, no plates. We have a half pound of Alaskan king crab, a half a pound of boiled shrimp, potatoes, corn on the cob, grilled sausage. We dump it right in front of you and you make a mess. Friday and Saturday night we do have live music, and 99% of the time it's locals. It's not the loud, harsh kind. We do a lot of blues, we do a lot of folk music, a lot of acoustic music. They like the decor, they like the laid-back feel. It's not real loud, it's not real hustle, bustle, busy. We just take care of them. They like the food, they like the atmosphere, and they become regulars.
Coming up next, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson with American Tire and Service. Did you know any independent, reputable automotive repair center can provide factory scheduled maintenance under your new vehicle warranty? It's true, you don't need to go to the dealer. You know us, you trust us. So check your owner's manual for scheduled maintenance and let your guys at American Tire do the rest. Engine maintenance, transmission, tire rotation, any scheduled maintenance. American Tire and Service, your guys for all your vehicle maintenance and repairs. See us today.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
We'd like to invite you to First Tuesdays, a networking event created specifically for business owners and executives.
Giving you the opportunity to interact on a personal level with business people just like you.
Mark your calendar for every first Tuesday in 2014.
4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar for free hors d'oeuvres, happy hour cash bar,
and networking with fellow business owners and executives.
It's new, it's social, it's your opportunity to make new connections, build relationships, and share new ideas with your peers.
No pressure, no speakers, no roster, and no rules.
And name tags with first names only, so the focus is on you rather than your company.
It's First Tuesdays for business owners and executives, 4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar.
To register, visit firsttuesdaysabq.com. Be there!
Need office space? 3791 Southern Boulevard in Rio Rancho represents an outstanding value in office space in the heart of Rio Rancho's business district. With clean and versatile space available, 3791 Southern Boulevard is a 2-story office building and offers good visibility with signage opportunities for tenants. There's only one suite of up to 2,700 square feet still available, so act now. For more information, call David at 505-259-3706. Looking for something fun to do in Albuquerque? Look no further. ABQ365.com is your resource for things to do in ABQ. From food and wine to local culture to sporting events, ABQ365 has something for you to do every day of the year. Check out the 365 days of events. Get out and enjoy all your city has to offer. Go to ABQ365.com to make your plans today. There are many dentists around New Mexico, many of whom offer similar services. So what makes Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design so different? Well, you're about to see.
You know, I honestly believe my staff is one of the best in the industry or in dentistry. And we spend a lot of time teaching them our philosophies, and I think they understand that and they know that very well. And through that, they can take better care of our patients. And our patients, it's really important to develop this partnership and a lifelong relationship with them.
One of our goals is to let people know how much they can appreciate their smile, how much we can do to improve their smile so that they can really enjoy it for a lifetime.
It's about seeing that change in that individual, to see their mouth go from maybe unhealthiness or having some disease to where they're happy. and healthy. So, we're committed to that and we work with them closely.
My name is Laura, and I'm a dental technician here in the office, and I've been with Dr. Lepore for 17 years. The thing I like most is being able to give somebody confidence to smile where they may have been self-conscious and not wanted to smile because they disliked something about their teeth.
I have to say, I really enjoy coming to work every day. I have a wonderful staff, and they bless me every day. I enjoy coming to work. I get to interact with them, and you get to enjoy what you do. Luckily, dentistry is one of my hobbies, and it also happens to be my job. And so hopefully that passion shows through all of us.
Since 1989, Mountain West Sales has been providing exceptional products and unsurpassed service to homeowners, contractors, engineers, and architects.
Hi, I'm Jim Lyle with Mountain West Sales. When you're shopping for a stove or insert or something that will heat your home, it's important to get as much information as you can about the different types of fuel sources that are available, because not everything is best for everybody. Here at Mountain West Sales, we can help you make that informed decision. We have the best product selection, the best value, and the best service I think you'll find anywhere in Albuquerque. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about these different fuel sources, pellet stoves, wood stoves, and gas stoves, so you can get an idea of what the advantages are, how they work, and why you might choose one over the other. The advantages to heating with wood are that it's very comfortable and it's a very unobtrusive heat. It kind of sneaks up on you and just makes you comfortable. Modern wood stoves are also very efficient, so they burn less wood to provide more heat. Wood can be a really inexpensive fuel source, and it's sustainable. If you have easy access to it, it can even be free. EPA certified stoves, fireplaces, and inserts are okay to burn on no burn nights, so you'll never be restricted as to when you can burn the stove. The other thing that wood stoves give you is energy independence. You don't have to rely on electricity or gas to heat your home, and you'll always have a heat source no matter what happens. Probably most importantly, or the thing that gets people's attention the most, is that when a wood stove is burning, it's dramatic, it's calming, and it's beautiful to look at. It will be the focal point of the room that it's in. Pellet stoves are great because they can operate on a thermostat. Most of them have electronic ignition, so they can come on and off as they need to maintain the room at a constant temperature. They're safe to use at all hours of the day, so you can run them when you're away at work, so that your house is nice and warm when you get home. With regular cleaning and maintenance, they'll provide steady, even heat for many years. They're very reliable. Pellets can be purchased in bulk or by the bag, so fuel is never really an issue. They're easy to store, and as long as you keep them dry, they'll last for a long time. Pellet stoves are highly efficient, probably even more efficient than the most efficient EPA-rated wood stoves. Because pellet stoves can be vented either horizontally or vertically, there aren't many places in your house where you couldn't put one, so you have lots of options for placement. All things considered, gas stoves are actually probably the most convenient fuel source. They're thermostat controlled, again like pellet stoves. They ignite automatically, so you can run them day and night, even when you're not there. They give you a steady, even heat. There's no fuel to store, there's no maintenance, and no ashes to clean up. There's a very low cost of ownership, and actually they're very economical to run as long as you're on natural gas. Many people think that natural gas is wildly expensive, but if you take a close look at it, that's really not true. They actually have the highest efficiency of all the fuel types we've discussed today. So today we've talked about the differences between pellet, wood, and gas stoves. I hope the information has been helpful. If you have any other questions, we here at Mountain West Sales would be happy to help you. So if you're starting the search for a new fuel source for your home, please come down to Mountain West Sales so that we can assist you to find the right product for your house.
Up next, let's check out the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce.
What every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Food and clothes.
Not to be hurt.
A good education.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
To be loved, valued, and respected.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood, or until they can be reunited with their families. With your help, El Ranchito de los Niños will continue its mission for years to come. Learn how you can help. Call us today.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives the mechanic to do the right thing every time. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
What you don't need when it's time to close your mortgage is a nameless, faceless voice at the other end of a 1-800 number. What you do need is a licensed local loan officer who will attend your closing, sit with you and answer every one of the questions that you will surely have as you read and sign over 57 legal documents. At Frost Mortgage, we're licensed, we're professional, and we're local. We don't just close loans, we open doors.
If you're starting a small business or you own your own, there's an organization here in town that can really help you achieve success. Let's check out the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce.
So as the president and CEO, I oversee the work of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. I work closely with the board of directors. We're small business advocates, and we also are involved in education, workforce training, and convention and tourism. Even though we're a Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, many of our members are not Hispanic-owned businesses.
Our membership is, I'd say, about 35% non-Hispanic business owners. The Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce encourages all business owners to join the chamber. We definitely want to help all business owners here in the community grow.
The chamber has become like a family. There are such wonderful people to work with that they're always looking for opportunities for business people to get our name out.
We get a lot of referrals from the chamber. A lot of business people call us up for a line of credit, a small business loan. We do 2 or 3 business startups a month, and a couple of those come from the Hispano Chamber.
Although we started out as small business advocates 40 years ago, somewhere along the way, 6 or 7 years into that, somebody decided that we needed to be part of education.
We are very committed to education in New Mexico, particularly here in Albuquerque. We raise money and award high school seniors, very deserving high school seniors, scholarships every year. We've raised close to $1.7 million in scholarships over the past 37 years.
So I've been teaching classes on Microsoft Office, not only to members of the Hispano Chamber of Commerce, but also members of the community. The ultimate goal is to get people more aware of how technology works and to accept it more into their lifestyle, really to prepare them to go out and look for employment, or to possibly have them upgrade their skills to possibly move up in their current job. I'm also involved with the Comcast Digital Connectors programs. We go out to a local high school here and we teach a class on called IT Essentials. We're preparing these kids for the future. I mean, these kids are the future leaders, and with technology the way that it's advanced here in the last 5 years, we really try to have to play catch up to keep them involved with it so that we become the front runners in education and technology like we used to be years ago.
The scholarships that they provide for the young kids and everything else they do, the training for employees of companies that need computer training, that need office skills, those kinds of things. The Chamber's been a great resource for a lot of my customers, and it's been fun to introduce my customers to the Chamber.
I oversee the Convention and Tourism Department. Our main job is to bring in conventions and tourism to the city of Albuquerque. The fantastic thing about working here at the Hispano Chamber is that we have this culture and heritage that not only the Hispano Chamber has been built on, but much of the same idealisms that the city's been built on. And so we really do utilize that to go out to reach other conventions that maybe are going to other cities and don't really understand what Albuquerque has to offer. We reach out to them, we bring them back to the city, we show them what we can do for them and how hospitable our city really is.
The Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce is very proud of what we've accomplished in the community, and we're very proud to say that we provide resources and tools for small businesses and individuals to succeed.
The feeling that I get of giving back, it's important to me to work somewhere that I feel like what we do makes a difference, and I see that all the time here at the Chamber.
It takes all of us to really work for this Chamber, and really on behalf of education, on behalf of small business, and trying to, at the end of the day, give back to the community and create a better place for all of us.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, host of New Mexico True Television, which airs immediately after Who Rocks. Here's a preview of what you'll see throughout the year on our show.
Chama sits in the very northern reaches of the state, just 2 hours northwest of Santa Fe. One of the biggest draws of Chama is the Cumbres Toltec Scenic Railroad. The longest and highest narrow gauge steam railroad in the country, the Cumbres Toltec Railroad cuts through some of the most majestic terrain in our state and makes for an unforgettable day trip. Today's scenic railroad for visitors to Chama owes much to its predecessor, the Denver and Rio Grande Railway. Incorporated in 1870, the D&RG Railroad was responsible for laying the track through this rugged mountainous terrain. When the D&RG Railroad made its way to Chama in 1880, the town was a hodgepodge of tents and log and slab cabins. With a number of hotels, restaurants, and saloons, the few buildings in town operated in what today's language would be known as the hospitality industry. So it would be fair to say that the Chama of yesteryear does have some similarities to the town you'll find today. It knows how to cater to its visitors and those just passing through. And always, at the heart of it all, is the railroad. I am definitely excited to experience this journey through time. And I arrive at the station early to check out the scene before the other passengers arrive. There's a lot of preparation that goes into getting this train on the tracks. The train is loaded up with coal, and the engineers fire up the engine to get it hot and ready to produce the steam necessary to make the train go. All aboard! Over the course of 6 hours, this locomotive weaves and winds its way through the mountain and passes of northern New Mexico, and crosses the border of Colorado a total of 11 times before the ride ends in Antonito, Colorado. From the comfort of your rail car, or from the open gondola that once carried coal, ore, gravel, and other freight, you can take in the views of the unspoiled and stunning landscape that engulfed this narrow railroad track.
So Bob, tell me about this railroad and how it was started.
It was actually incorporated in 1870 by a Civil War general. His name was William Jackson Palmer. And the initial idea was to go from Denver all the way down to El Paso, and then eventually go to Mexico City. And as you see here, this whole line basically was the opening of the West. Right. And of course the scenery is unmatched.
Why do you think it's important to preserve and interpret, the Cumbres and Toltec Railroad?
Well, if we start to forget our past, we won't know where we're going in the future. I mean, Wyatt Earp rode this road. Bat Masterson, John Henry Doc Holliday rode this train. So there's a lot of stuff like that, and it just keeps on going.
What brought you to the railroad specifically?
Heard it was real scenic and a really nice ride, day trip. We decided to forego the big trip to come and do a lot of smaller trips around the state. And so we've been doing that, and this was one of the highlights for us to come ride the railroad. So. Yeah. And I don't believe a lot of people outside the state realize that we have as much forest land as we do here in the state. I think they kind of picture it as being sort of deserty, at least the people I talk to. But yeah, there's a lot of forestry here. This is beautiful. So New Mexico has a little bit of everything to offer, a little bit of every landscape.
So Weston, you're having fun on the train?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite thing about the train?
Riding on it.
Yeah. Are you having fun so far?
Yeah.
What makes you guys come to the train?
We used to watch videos of this train.
This actual train?
When it was little, yeah.
Wow. How does it feel being here on the actual train?
Pretty cool.
You hardly notice the time passing by as the train carves its way through this mountainscape. But before you know it, the train pulls into Osier where they have a hot lunch ready for you. After a satisfying lunch, the train lulls some of the little ones to sleep. But Weston and I are both wide awake, and it turns out this 5-year-old is a great traveling companion. Something about embarking on a journey like this at a nice leisurely speed, taking in the sights without a care in the world, really brings people together. This is definitely a trip for the traveler in us all.
When planning a journey on the Cumbres and Toltec Railroad, here are some tips. The historic railroad depot is in the center of Chama, 2 hours north of Santa Fe and just shy of the Colorado border. Half-day and full-day excursions are available from late May through October. Kids ride free. 1 kid for every adult rides free May through September. Lunch fees apply. And check out their season pass. We are traveling all over New Mexico to show you all the great places to spend a few hours or a few days. Perhaps places you didn't even know existed in the land of enchantment. So join us in just a few minutes right here on KLB4, immediately following Who Rocks New Mexico, for another great episode of New Mexico True Television.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues.
Thousands of New Mexicans suffer from breathing issues, sinus infection and headaches, severe allergies, loss of hearing, taste and smell, and other ear, nose, and throat issues. The good news is there's help. The New Mexico Sinus Institute.
I love helping people, and I love watching them get better. They come in, they're feeling miserable, and we do sinus surgery or whatever surgery, taking out tonsils. And then over the next couple weeks, you just see them get better. You see their pain and their suffering go away. It's very rewarding, and I think that's why most doctors go into it, is because they love to help people. And I love the patient population. You know, we see people from pediatric patients need their tonsils out, all the way up to older people who have hearing loss. And then the procedures, it's fun to be able to take care of people and actually do something that's going to make a difference, and usually a relatively short amount of time.
I saw a patient today that said that he was back to doing hobbies that he had been unable to do previously because of the fatigue and the discomfort that he had from his chronic sinus pressure.
With the sinus surgery, I do a lot of sinus surgery. Those patients are begging for surgery. There's not many surgeries that you do where people come in asking for it, they really want it, and they're excited to be better. We've set up a healthcare system basically in this practice where we have physician assistants who work with me. We can cover the whole state and be able to provide care to people who normally wouldn't be able to get in.
I'm Jeff Davis. I'm a physician assistant, and I work alongside with Dr. Alexander as one of his team members to see patients in a quick and efficient manner. It's very satisfactory to see them leave our clinic feeling a lot better.
And there's no long waits to get in to see us. Usually we can get them in within the same day or the next couple of days. And people who live in outreaches like Lovington or Hobbs, oftentimes they have to drive, great distances to get health care. We want to do it to where they can have surgery, they can be treated within their hometown, and then get appointments relatively quickly.
Dr. Alexander, his staff, his office, everybody's professional, and if you need to see an ENT, this is the place you want to go. They take great care of you, and they're wonderful people.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute has expanded to 5 clinics throughout the state: Rio Rancho, Los Alamos, Taos, Roswell, and Hobbs, bringing ear, nose, and throat care directly to patients. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 1-855-81-SINUS.
That's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And while you're out and about this week, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and be sure and thank them for their service. If you'd like more information on the folks you saw on today's show, check us out on the web at whorocksnm.com. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.